Page 24, Sakura. Here they're covering the primary chords for the key of E minor, the 1, the 4, and the 5/7 chords. You need to know these. The 1, the chord, the 4 chord, and the 5/7, they're kind of important. Common time or 4/4 time, 1 sharp is G major or E minor, and you can tell this is in E minor. I already know this is. It's what we're covering right now. It's in E minor. Right hand first. Don't forget the F sharp. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You're between phrases here. You can lift up and move down, or you can come over here, but lift up anyway. Lift up. You cross over here, then lift up and go up. Come down. You're moving around a little bit, but I think you can figure those out yourself. Let's go to the bottom. Last line. Here. And then the last measure, 8th notes. It's an extended position E minor chord is all it is. And you'll learn to recognize these chords in the music where it just helps, especially in sight reading. And hopefully you are sight reading stuff. Just sight read. Just take stuff and sight read. Not in this book right now. I mean, take some other book and just sight read. Not really hard stuff. You got to pick stuff at your level, but try and sight read a little bit every day if you can. It's a skill, like everything else, and the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. But here, you'll recognize these chords, and it helps in sight reading too. You're coming up, and then the half note, the left hand hits it. So let's talk left hand. You get the chords here at the beginning. The 1 chord, the 4 chord. Suddenly, all these notes are not quite so intimidating, I hope, because you're just thinking chords here. Top of page 25, last measure of the first line here, and then 5/7 chord. It's really all we're getting of these chords. Let's go down to the last line on page 25. You're here. That E is tied. Hold it down as you add the others. Here, don't play it again, just hold it down, and then you can play it. And then the. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the last note you come up here to get that. Put the hands together and see what happens. Oh. Get the idea? Go down to the last line. That's the tricky one. You're here. Remember, don't play that E again. It's tied. Like so. It's fairly a legato piece. You can lift up in the right hand between the lift up, lift up, lift up. Between each of these phrases. The left hand, try and play it as legato as you can. You can't, but connect them as best you can, all the way through. No matter what the right hand does, try and connect this left hand all the way through. So it's... The dynamic-wise, it starts out moderately soft. That's the right hand. Left hand has to be very soft. You'll have to decide what moderately soft is, and then in the last line you're going to swell up until here, and then come back down here. It's soft. Now it's soft. That's softer than you were at the beginning. And swell up again. Soft. Moderately loud. That's the right hand. Keep the left hand soft. The last line, start out moderately loud. You can go up to loud here. To me, that's out of context. I would come down here. I don't think I would get more than a moderately loud anywhere in this piece. This is a gentle piece. So in that last line, you're going to have to come down to soft, now loud, moderate. And it has a retardando there. You slow down. So softer, come down. So then louder now. And now you're soft again and you're slowing down here. You see the morendo there? That means slow down and soft and die away. Each note can get a little softer and slower. There. It's kind of a nice effect. So you learn it, get the fingers and everything working together well, and then we add the pedal. And the pedal will help with the color, the overtones and all, and it'll help with the legato too some. So overlapping pedal, do the notes first and then the pedal acts behind. So we're here. It's every 2 beats pretty much. I'm changing it with the harmony in the left hand. But I'm still lifting up the right hand on each of these phrases, even though I can't hear them. I would like to hear them, but we're covering them up. So at the top of page 25, you're here. Lift out. Fermata at the end, you just hold that out. What I need you to do here is lift the key up, leave your hands on the keys, just lift the key up, and then slowly lift the pedal up. Ever so slowly, and the sound just dies away. It's a really nice effect. What we don't want to do at the end of this is end it so sweetly here, and then all of a sudden, no sound. It's like, what happened? No, let the sound just die away. And you do that by slowly letting the pedal up. If you're getting a buzzing, you may have an older piano where the dampers are getting, the felt's getting hard or something. You may need a technician to come and work on your dampers to stop it. And on an electronic piano, some electronic pianos, that doesn't work. You have to experiment with your piano to see if you gradually let the pedal up, with the sound die away gradually. Depends on the instrument. Now they're through your curve. They do that sometimes. You got to watch out. We look for these little details. If you look on page 25 in the third line down, going from the first measure to the second measure, you see the pedaling is not overlapping there. They separated it so you can hear the phrase. Don't know why exactly, but first measure you're here. They're saying go ahead and lift the pedal with the hands now, so you get a little silence before you go up here. So that line is that. It's an interpretive thing. You don't have to do that. You could play legato pedal all the way through it. But if you're going to pedal it to separate the phrases there, then why don't you pedal it and separate all the other phrases? Because you could do the same thing in all these other phrases. Like in the first line on page 25, you're here. I can do that. I could separate those two. It's an interpretive thing. There's no hard and fast rule says you got to do this or that. You learn it first, learn it the way it's written, and then when you get into the music, what do you like? The ultimate judge is you, your ears, and what you like and don't like and whatever. Turn it in and make it yours, your interpretation. I'd like to play this slowly with you. It's a slow piece anyway, but I'm not going to do the dynamics. I'm just going to do the notes and the rhythms and the pedaling. And just make sure you're playing the same notes and rhythms that I am. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. hold, 2,